A very good morning to you. It's Friday the 22nd of December 2017. Welcome along along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk live from Television Centre Bracknell. I've got this tune going on in my head today for some reason. Come, they told me, ba-ra-ba-bum-bum, bum-bum-bum-bum-bum, there's something, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. What's that one called? Is it something about a donkey? Oh no, that's Little Donkey, isn't it? Little donkey, something. I don't know, I'm never good at the words. I'm never good at words to Christmas carols. Have you had them on in your house? I do hope so. Let's say hello to the early people this morning. Diane gets the first message in this morning. Congratulations, Diane. Welcome to the show. Ray Reynolds is second. Good morning. Happy Friday and Merry Christmas to the lovely Ray Reynolds this morning. Danny Clements is there. Morning. Is getting ready to fly to New York at 4:10 in the morning. I am a breakfast show in New York, you know. I'm very, very popular also in Latvia, where they have statues and little grottos to me. It's true. Little Drummer Boy. Is it Little Drummer Boy? Come, they told me, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Oh, incidentally, was there a little bit of glitching going on right at the beginning this morning when we were playing my sister's favourite tune? Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. She loves it. I've instructed, if I go first, I've instructed my best mate to make sure that tune is played as my coffin is brought into the church. Or no, I need to be, no, the church isn't as good. I need my funeral done at the Vatican. Yes, the Pope himself will bless me with that thing. Throwing water all over the place like they do on Palm Sunday, don't they? Water everywhere. It's like a swimming pool in the church on Palm Sunday. He keeps throwing this water all over the place. Anyway, I must have that tune, do-do-do-do, as they bring my coffin in, unbeknown to my sister until it happens. Isn't it lovely how we talk about these things? Good morning, Danny Clements. Yes, good morning to you. Well, I hope you have a safe flight. I do hope you're flying business, darling. We can't be going in the back of those aeroplanes. No, thank you. Now, seeing as we're into choir singing and carol singing this morning, I do feel that, you know, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum or something else, your favourite Christmas carol, would you like me to perform it on the show today? How exciting would that be? Just imagine the pleasure that I could give to the world with my mouth this morning while iterating a Christmas carol. What would you like? Silent Night? Hark the herald angels sing? Oh, come, all ye faithful. Or perhaps those of you lefties out there don't think that's a good idea in case it offends some people who don't like Christmas. Up yours. That's what I say. Up yours. Now, in the Daily Mail, that's their favourite paper, you know. Guy, who I work with in Central Station, his favourite paper is the Daily Mail. He loves it so much that he scrunches it into little pieces and takes it in the toilet to use instead of toilet paper with him. Did you know that? Daily Mail, one of the best and so much better than that tatty old Guardian. Left all the time. Left. Anyway, in the Super Mornings, Super Soaraway Daily Mail, look at this. Talking of singing carols, you see, everything's linking in here. This is a proper show, you know. It's not something hashed together in the last couple of minutes just before I walk into the studio. In fact, we're early today. Look, we came on early. That's terrible when you come on early, isn't it, girls? Anyway, singing carols can really make you happy, it says in The Guardian this morning. Researchers say singing in groups boosts mental health. I think, quite honestly, some of you should be singing a little bit longer, if that's the case. God, there's some nutters around. They all come to my karaoke. I'm the biggest one of all of them. Singing in groups can boost your mental health, a new study has found. Researchers observing a grassroots initiative. That's a great expression, that isn't it? I mean, the politicians have been throwing that one away for years, haven't they, eh? A grassroots initiative. Do I need a grassroots initiative? What could that be? What could be my grassroots initiative? Good morning to Paul, who's here on YouTube, who says very expensive loo roll, the Daily Mail. Ah, yes, but that's what Guy would do with it. Okay, have you met, you've got to meet Guy. He's a wonderful, wonderful, warm person. Far, far left, but nevertheless, I like him anyway. Just because someone doesn't agree with your political stuff doesn't mean you don't have to dislike them and that they must die and burn forever in hell, like some people think. Oh, they do. Oh, I can't wait for them to get hold of another story I'm about to read to you, boys and girls. Don't go away. There's so much to talk about. So much to talk about this morning. Researchers observing a grassroots initiative that conducts weekly choral workshops we could do this one day a week. We could take one of the talk shows away and replace it with a choral show. You don't have to be here. We could just sing together, couldn't we? Eh? We used to do that at school on the radio. 2 radio programmes we used to listen to in primary school, singing together on BBC Radio 4 VHF for schools. And now, Time and Tune. And Time and Tune. 2 little singing type, dancey type programmes that used to be on Radio 4 VHF for schools. Do you remember that? Yes, we used to do that. Well, we could do it here. I could give you singing lessons while we're sitting here. We could all sing as well as, Roy. Or DJ Chris, who comes along to the karaoke. Or if you're very good, Mary. We could all learn to sing as well as those people by taking my lessons here. No, don't worry. There's no charge. Look at you all. Oh, how much is he going to charge for that? No, it's all free. You know me. I am free. I'm the prostitute of the radio world for free. I don't know if that's a correct expression or not. Anyway, it goes on. They found that the act of singing and socialising together can benefit people with mental health conditions. Including anxiety and depression. I've had depression. It's not nice. Not nice. So I know what they're going on about here. After 6 months with the programme, the team found that some people even claimed the activity saved their sanity. Well, I think it's a bit late for me for that, lovey. Will it save your sanity? The research, led by a team from the University of East Anglia, worked with the Norfolk-based project Sing Your Heart Out, in short, SYHO. They put all this stuff in a Daily Mail, don't they? The initiative is geared towards people with mental health conditions, but is also open to the general public. It's got about 120 people who attend 4 free workshops per week. The researchers conducted interviews over the course of 6 months, speaking with participants, organisers and workshop leaders. Of the group, roughly 2/3 have had contact with mental health services. And it's me. This is all me, dear. The study revealed that the group activity had major benefits for those involved. The main way that Sing Your Heart Out differs from a choir is that anyone can join in regardless of their ability. Now, that's what we like, you see. Now, that's like my karaoke nights. I want people to join in regardless of whether they can sing or whether they can't sing. I'll be honest for you, I've been doing karaoke now for, it must be coming on 18, 20 years now, and I have yet to get anyone who can actually sing. But that doesn't matter, because it's all a bit of a laugh. I send the whole thing up. We love it. Those people that like serious karaoke, find another. We're there to have fun. We're there to laugh and smile and entertain ourselves. And it doesn't matter how bad you are at singing, no one will take the mick. No one. My karaoke is open to everyone. Oh my, for God's sake, have you heard me sing? And there's one bloke on there, lovely man, Peter is his name is, Peter, who manages to sing entire songs on one note, which is better than me, because I can only sing entire songs on a quarter of a note. And there are other people who aren't too bad. Ray Reynolds comes along with his little ukulele. Ray's been trying a new thing recently. He finds it too easy to play the ukulele. So, I shouldn't tell you this. Next time he comes on, I'm going to cut 3 out of the 4 strings on his ukulele and see how he gets on with that one. It goes on. There's no pressure because the participants are not rehearsing towards a performance. It's very inclusive and just for fun. Exactly as my karaoke is. Very inclusive. Have you ever seen me karaoke? I include everyone. We're not interested in how fantastic a singer. If you are a fantastic singer, you are very welcome. If you are a crap singer, you are very welcome. Come and have a go. Fun, fun, fun for all the family. It's fun for all the Now, who did that one? It's fun for all the family. That's an advert, isn't it? Fun for all the family. Oh, that's a really... I know what that is. That's from Christmas 1974, I think. Christmas means ITV. Fun for all the family when you're watching ITV because Christmas means ITV. Do you remember that one? No, a little bit too young, are you? Never mind. It goes on. The format is also different to a therapy group because there's no pressure for anyone to discuss their condition. You don't need to discuss the condition when you're standing on a karaoke stage. We can see it. You don't need to come up and tell us that you're mad. We know that already. Practically 99.9% of the people that come to my karaoke are mad, including the host. We love it. We love it. When we go to our karaoke, we're sitting in there singing our songs, having a good old time, and sometimes it does go through my head, those boring people sitting at home, probably reading The Guardian and watching the news and tweeting stuff. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Don't like this. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Don't like that. While Johnny Key gets up onto the stage and sings Hi-de-Hi. Where would you rather be? Sitting at home in front of your Sky subscription, dear? Be television Sky News, in colour, incidentally, for those of you with suitable televisions. With Kay Burley. Oh, hello and welcome to Sky News. And let's start today. Oh, Victoria Derbyshire on the BBC. Good morning and welcome to the Victims Show. Today we have 3 people who have decided that ants do not like them. Hello, John, Mary and Mark. How are you today? And would you like to tell us why it is that you think ants don't like me? Well, the other day I stepped on one, therefore I think I've upset them all. And do you think this has been a problem for a long time? And we'll speak to Government Minister now. Theresa May's come into the studio. Theresa, what are you doing about the ants that dislike people who come into there? Well, what you've got to understand is that this government is doing the best it can for the people who have a problem with ants. But do you think you're doing enough? Oh, please, come on. You'd rather be at my karaoke, wouldn't you? Of course you would. Paul says Milli Vanilli couldn't sing at all. Do you remember her? Was it her or him? Milli Vanilli. Some of these names, it's difficult to tell whether they're men or women, aren't they? Or, of course, transgender neutral type people. Remember, you can identify yourself as whatever you want today. Today, I'm identifying myself as a fairy as it's coming towards Christmas, darling. Oh, talking of which, I was in church on Sunday and we've got a crib now. There's a crib now in the corner. And I said, oh, look at that, Vivian. I said, they've got a little crib over there. They do it every year. I said, what's that on top there? Is that loads of fairies? And she put her glasses down the edge of her nose. You know when oh, hang on, where's my glasses? Oh, it's all right. My eyes are all right today. I can't do it, though. Where's my glasses? I think I've left them in the toilet. I do like to read a book. Do you like to read a book while you're in the toilet? I've got a book in the Anyway, the glasses came on the nose. She said, no, dear, they're angels. Of course. How foolish of me. In church, they are angels. On top of the Christmas tree, they are fairies. And we've got a few fairies of those joining us this morning as well. So that's it. Thank you. Let's go to some of your messages this morning. Good morning to the lovely Rory O'Meara. Top of the morning to you, Rory. One of my favourite Irish people ever. Rory's with us. Good morning, Rory, who suggests I sing "We Three Kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse so far, hills and mountains," and so it goes on. Thank you, Rory, for your request. Good morning. Ray Reynolds says, let's have more Max Bygrave sing-alongs and George Formby. What, instead of carols, dear? Instead of carols? We've got to do carols around Christmas, dear. We do need more Max Bygraves, we do. Rory says you're getting too old to be a prostitute. Are you for real? Have you walked around certain areas of London and see how old the old bags are walking around there, dear? I'm young. Young compared to them. Young. Next year, 55 years old. Do you know, on the 6th of February, this is scary. This is scary. On the 6th of February next year, okay, I will be closer to 60 than 50. I mean, isn't that unbelievable? You're looking at me now, no, he's lying, he's winding us up. No, I would not lie to you. Cross my heart and hope to die. Not yet, though. Because I haven't got my best mate to sort out the tune yet for my funeral. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We must have that. And a video of the diamond playing on the side. Morning to Ronnie. Best mate Ron is with us this morning. He must be really bored this morning. He's watching from his hospital. Good morning from Royal Berkshire Hospital. He's going to have a new leg today. He's got trouble with his back and legs. But you've got to send yourself up. You know when there's something wrong with you? When there's something wrong with you, some people, like my mate, like to look at it with I got a bad leg, No, he jokes about it. And I think that is the way to deal with things like that. I do. I have a little minor problem wrong with me, and I am forever joking about it in my close circle of friends, which consists of just two. It may get wider as the years go on. Who knows? And by the way, thank you those of you that are taking the time and trouble to share this programme on your walls this morning, to let it go further, to increase, to multiply, just like a virus. This programme will multiply just like a virus. Yes. Good morning to the lovely Elaine in Israel. Good morning. Good morning, Elaine. Now, what's Paul saying? Get to Groupon and get that deal. That's Groupon. Very good. Funnily enough, I've just bought a load of toilet rolls on Groupon yesterday. Yes. I purchased yesterday 120 toilet rolls. I've had to clear a room just to make room for the bloody things. I have. 120 toilet rolls will be arriving, I believe, on the 27th, which would be interesting because I'm not sure that I'll be here on that day. We'll have to see about that. 120 toilet rolls on Groupon, £25. Thank you very much. Because I used to nick them from somewhere that I worked at. No, I cannot reveal which venue that was. But they got arsehole assistant managers in eventually who stopped it. I couldn't get my toilet rolls. I had to start buying the blooming things. Mind you, it took me 3 years to run out of the ones that I'd already nicked. Good morning, Lee Marshall, who's very, very top Lee Marshall. Good morning, Lee. How are you this morning? He's very, very hungover. Surprise, surprise. Oh, lovely. Have you got a little headache? Lee's on holiday at the moment. España. Hola. Ooh. He's in Spain and he's hungover because he's been drinking too much, haven't you? Oh, poor little Lee. Sorry, I'm a bit loud for you this morning, am I? Am I a little bit loud for you? Sorry, Lee. Sorry. Do you know what you need is a young man to massage your temples for you? I said temples. You know, a little bit of this going. I can come over if you want me to. Eh? We could lay together. Me first. Me lay on a was a sun lounger type thing, as long as the other lot haven't nicked them all. Because the Germans nick the sun loungers, don't they? Why is that? The Germans nick the... You've got to get out there early. They nick the sun loungers. I kid you not, dear. The Germans nick the sun loungers. What do we nick? Anything? Yeah. Everything that they've got. That's what we've got to do, lads. While the Germans are out there nicking the sun loungers, go into their room and rob them. So excuse me. I'll be just burp then, did you? How rude was that? Have I had my pills? Yes, I have. I could lay there on the sun lounger. You put your little head, you got to come so far up, with your little head resting there with your back on me, and I'll massage your little temples for you. Would you like that, Lee? Would you like that for no cost, as long as you get me there? Business. I'm not flying in economy. Business class, please. Good morning, Lee. Hope you feel better soon. Elaine's loving the festive studio. Haven't you not seen this yet, Elaine? Where have you been, dear? It's been like this for 2 weeks. Yes, no expense spared, Look, Christmas trees, pretty lights flashing. Oh, I haven't turned my lights on again. I haven't turned my starlight on. You don't mind, do you? That does light up, but I always forget to turn it on. Good morning to James Dean, who runs Manchester's biggest radio station, Tameside FM Stereo. Are you in stereo, James? Are you in stereo yet? Have you got one of those little decoders? You'll be on DAB one day. I'm on DAB every Monday. Are you on DAB? No? Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Do try and keep up with the technology, James Lovey. Let's have a look. Rob and Fab, 2 guys who couldn't sing. Milli Vanilli, that's right, yeah. Good morning to Mark Cording. Good morning, Mark. He turned up at the karaoke last night, which I shall go into in a moment. Good morning to the lovely Darren Litton, who is in España. Hola! Hola! I want to meet the manageress. That's all I'm saying, Darren. I will not give the game away. Worry not. I want to meet the manageress. Can I meet the manageress of the Solana? That would be quite nice. That would be quite fun. Merry Christmas and see you all at the next karaoke, which is tonight, actually, Darren. Tonight. I read out your card and all the places that Benidorm was on our late night chat the other night. The one from The Chair in the living room, where we do occasional little shows in there when I can't sleep. I get up and I do a little show down there, usually about 1 o'clock in the morning. So good morning, Darren. Good morning to Joey Millen. Now, Joey, you keep saying you're going off Facebook. You're still there. Can't you just go? Can't you just go? You're one of those people, I'm coming off Facebook every 2 days, and then you're still there. Go! Go! Welcome, Joey. You'd miss it, dear. You'd miss it. You would miss it if you weren't on it. I would really like to get myself off Facebook, but if I did, I wouldn't be able to do any of these, would I? You see, that's the thing. I mean, I'm just as guilty as some other people. Picking up the phone every 5 minutes and checking for messages, and I try and leave it alone, I do. I at least don't have it anymore in the studio when I'm doing a show, because that's just annoying when people start. And I saw some people do it on purpose. They send a text or try and ring you up while you're doing a show, and you can hear this thing buzzing. The ringing's usually off, it vibrates while you're on the like that, doesn't it? I don't bring that up into the studio anymore. Good morning to Lucy Catton, who says, I love the sports jacket. Thank you very much. This wasn't very dear. It was about 20 quid off Amazon a few months ago. Don't buy them at the moment because it is Christmas and they're double the price. Wait till January. You'll probably get these for a tenner. I might buy a few more in January, actually, in preparation for next Christmas. We've always got to look. Of course I'll still be here. What do you mean? What do you mean, will you still be here? Of course, dear. YouTube have got a special contract with me. That's why I'm not on national radio and television. YouTube pay me vast sums of money to sit here and talk to you every morning. Of course I'll be here. Lou Sutton, he says, you're brave buying them online, Chris. I never get the right fit. Yes, if you get it from Amazon, they're really very, very... I cannot praise them enough for returns. Anything doesn't fit, send it back, get the next one. By the way, where are you, Loose Catton? Whereabouts are you in the world? Lee's there. Hola. Poorly. How's your head? Is it any better yet, dear? Is it any better? Good morning to Laura Rickner, another wonderful karaoke singer. Good morning, Laura. Diane's there. Diane. Good morning, Diane Horanhill. I hope you're still there at the moment. Morning to you. I have heard your song. I think I better not say anything else because I'm not sure that I'm supposed to have heard it. But a very, very, very good friend of mine has played me your song. I don't know if it was you singing it. It might have been. I love it. But I have suggested a key change right at the end. The last chorus. That's all I'm saying. All right, darling, because I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to say anything else. I have suggested a key change on that last chorus. Run it through your head and you'll see what I mean. Just a suggestion. I'm not a professional, as you well know. I mean, can you see? Not professional. Loose Katten is in Stockholm, Sweden. Wow. Wow. The most famous Eurovision winners of all time, ABBA. Mama, at Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. I don't know why they were singing that. I've been to Waterloo Station loads of times. No sighting of Napoleon there at all. He had terrible trouble with his eye, didn't he? You know. Thank you. So welcome along, Sweden. Thank you, Lee. Elaine. Hey, Chris. Can I have a bit of what you're smoking? Oh no, Elaine, I don't smoke. But I know what you mean. I used to smoke cigarettes from the age of about 15 to 26. Okay, I gave up then before I moved here. Best thing I ever did. I mean, 25 years old, and I'd climb up 2 sets of stairs and be totally and utterly out of breath. Can you just imagine what it would be like if I'd have carried on? You know, I certainly wouldn't be able to give all the spiel of the rubbish that's coming out of my mouth at the vast speeds at which it comes. Incidentally, if I do talk too quick and your very slow brains can't keep up with it, do let me know. I will try and slow down a bit. I will try and slow down a little bit for you, okay? No, you mean the other type of cigarettes, don't you? No. I only ever tried those once. And I mean once. Would you like to know the story? Of course you would, dear. That's why you're watching the show. I went to a pub called the Royal Vauxhall Tavern. This would be about... Let me think. 27. It's 27. 37, 47. This would be about 26 years ago. And you could smoke in the pubs, and I was smoking away. And my mate, another DJ who I have great respect for, David Rosen, he said, "Here, he's smoking this thing. Do you want to try some of that?" Oh, no. Don't want to try any of that. He said, "You sure?" I said, "Well, I've never had anything like that." "Oh, go on, just have a little bit." I said, "Well, I don't know. What would you do? Just smoke it like normal?" He said, Yeah, just have a smoke. Go on, try some of that. And I could see him talking to his mates as well. So I'm there now. Like that. So he left me alone for a couple of minutes. He said, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm all right." He said, "What do you think?" I said, "Oh, it's a good show." "No, of the smoking thing that you're doing." I said, "Well, it's okay." He said, "Is anything happening?" I said, "No, not really." He said, "Oh, go and have a longer drawer. Have a longer drawer and then hold it and then you know, do it like that." Okay. And the next thing I know, I was on the floor, passed out. I kid you not. I dropped to the floor. Well, they had to drag... Fortunately, I was standing by the fire exit. They had to drag me outside. It was freezing cold, but I didn't know that, apparently. It was freezing cold. And they propped me up on the floor against the wall. And what happened? So, David... I had the car with me. Unfortunately. So someone had to drive me home. And halfway through the home, we were going through this single lane coned bit of Vauxhall. It was all coned off into sea. And I said, "Oh, you're going to have to stop." He said, "I can't stop. There's nowhere to stop." He said, "Just open the back window." And all the sick came out. Never touched it since. Never went back for a second one. And I got home and he said, just lay on the settee, you'll be fine. It will suddenly go. And then suddenly, bang, I was out of it. It was as sudden as that. And I never touched it since. Only one experience of that. No, thank you. It didn't work for me, mate. No wonder there's so many accidents on the road. They're all at it, aren't they? Do you know, sometimes I drive behind cars and you've got that smell coming out. It's awful. Awful. Terrible. So my advice for that is don't. Don't ever do it. All right. Mark enjoyed last night. Last night we had the karaoke last night. At the Beulah Spa, which was a slow start. 7 till 11 we did last night. We were only booked for 2 nights there. I haven't put the invoice in yet. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, that's very important. Hang on. Let me write that down. Invoice for Beulah Spa. Don't forget to put the invoice in, dear. It's not a charity, love. It was a great night. A really good night. So it was 7 till 11. It was a very quiet start. Mark turned up at about 20 to 7, I think it was. That's Mark who's with us today. So he sung a couple of songs and it was a bit empty. And then very quickly it filled up at about 9 o'clock, would you say, Mark? About 8:45, 9 o'clock, it filled up. And it was very reasonable. We had a lot of people singing in the end and a really, really good night. And we had karaoke regulars, Mark, Mandy, Joe... Oh, I've got hiccups now. Oh, what's wrong with myself? And Ian, who also does karaoke. So they were like 4 karaoke regulars that I've met over the years. And then there were some other people singing from the pub. Kathy, let's see, young Joe, who works behind the bar, I think. There was our little boy called Isaac, who stole the show last night. He did Billie Jean. He's about... 8 years old, 10 years old, who was in the pub and he wanted to do Billie Jean. He did another couple of songs as well, but he said, can I sing and dance at the same time? I said, of course you can. And he's doing the Michael Jackson dance and they all loved him. Brilliant. Top night last night. That was at the Beulah Spa in Croydon. No more bookings to go back there. They might happen again. I'll let you know if they do. But what a brilliant night last night. It was really good, and of course I've got my sound system in there, so it sounds really good and what have you. I've got this microphone, which I purchased not long ago. It's very high quality sound, but it's got a mute button on it. Now, a mute button on a microphone cuts the microphone off, but doesn't turn the power off to it, so that when you hit it again, it's instant. If you have to turn the power on and off, you can get a click, boom, like coming from the speakers, which isn't very pleasant. A mute button simply it kind of puts a bag over the top of the microphone, if you see what I mean, and that cuts the sound out without actually cutting the transmission. And where they've put this blooming button, it's on the side. And it is so easy to turn the damn thing on and off. It must happen 4 or 5 times a night where someone picks up the mic and accidentally pushes the button. So I need to find something to put around that. Now, you can't just put a bit of tape on it because the tape can still be depressed. So I'm going to have to find something, maybe a little circle, some sort of, perhaps I know what I could use. Hang on. In my... I know what I can use with my electric toothbrush. Anyone got an electric toothbrush? You know the heads that you buy? Okay? They come with 4 little coloured circles. I'll take one of those out, put that over the button, or maybe 2 pieces and glue them together. Put that over the button and then put a bit of tape around there. That'll stop people pressing it. What a stupid design. What a really stupid... Because it's on the side, so you pick the microphone up and you hit the button. And a yellow light comes on. What a stupid design. Cost a, load of money. You'd think someone would think of something better than that, wouldn't you? Yeah, oh dear me. So great night last night. And thanks for coming along there, Mark. Lovely to see you. In fine voice last night, I thought. As always, my favourite one of yours, AC/DC. Shaking you all night long. Shake, 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 shake. Shaking you all night long, or even longer if you've got Parkinson's. It will shake you all night long. I am. Mark says I should go in for a rear of the year competition. What do you think? I think I could do. I could probably win a rear of the year competition now that I've lost my weight. What do you reckon? When I'm walking around later, you feel free to have a touch as always and tell me if you think I should enter a rear of the year competition. That girl from The Good Life won it a couple of years running, didn't she? What was her name? Felicity Kendall. That was it. She won rear of the year. I think I could win that. I do. Good morning to Mark Cullen up in Newcastle. Good morning, Mark. Welcome to the show, sir. It was about 9 o'clock it got busy last night. Yes, I remember that now. So that was it. Great karaoke last night. I had chips. I was very naughty. I had chips last night. My first portion of normal chips for about 7 months. So I had some of those last night because I was a little bit hungry. They've got a lovely manager there. Her name's Nikki. She's really nice, and she's proper old school manager where she's praising the staff and talking to them like people and not objects. And for so many years, I've seen various managers in various places talking and treating young bar staff like dirt. The worst offender was a bloke called Dan, who works at West 5 in Ealing. Now, you've heard me mention that a couple of times. I'm nothing to do with that now, so I will mention him now. It was a bloke called, great big fat thing he was, Dan. And he was the most vile, awful person towards his bar staff. He really was a horrible, horrible man. I used to see him shouting and screaming at them. And at the end of the night, he'd make them all clean the place till like 5 o'clock in the morning. And then he'd walk around pointing out, oh, you haven't done that properly. You haven't done that properly. What a horrible, disgusting man he is. Dan was his name. West 5. I never had a problem with him. He was always all right to me, but that's neither here nor there. You can't talk to young, vulnerable people like that, 18, 19 years old, do that. No, you're just a big, fat, ugly bully. And it's wrong to treat people like that. I heard that some of them got together and that they've got this WhatsApp group where they just talk about him and run him down. And so they should. Oh, he's horrible. Why are people like that? Why is it, certain people should not be given a position of power. He's one of them. There's been a few others over the years, I tell you, who just because they're a manager, they think they can talk to people how they want. Well, something will happen at some point. I don't know what. I don't know when, but these people, something usually happens to them at some point, whether they get sacked or beaten up or something like that. I'm not asking you to go down and beaten up, but he's horrible. Place is in Ealing, though. In Ealing it was. I was there for about 3 years doing some DJing. The bloke who owns it is nice. His name is Bao. Lovely chap. Really nice to speak to. But this manager, Dan, horrible man. Really, really horrible, horrible person, I tell you. You don't ever want to go and work for him. West 5 in Ealing. Some of you may go there, and you'll know the one. He sits on the door, staring at his TV screens all night long, just looking. And he's not. I don't think he's watching the customers. He's waiting for a young bar person to make a mistake. And then he comes down on them like a ton of bricks. He is awful. Awful. And that's why I left. Couldn't stand it any longer, watching the way he treated people. Disgusting. And you get someone like a celebrity type person coming, he's all over him like a wet leaf. Oh, he's vile, vile man. Good morning to Mari. Good morning, Mari, who says, you're looking very good this morning. Have a lovely Christmas. Thank you very much, Mari. And you too, my love. You too. Mari's a big Barry Manilow fan. She often requests Barry Manilow's songs, don't you, my darling, for our Manilow Magic in our regular music and chat show every Monday at 10 o'clock on Upload Radio, which will be there Christmas Day. Don't know if there'll be anyone listening on Christmas morning, but I'll be recording. I usually now record my Monday shows on Saturday mornings when I get up. I get up, have breakfast, I'll come straight up here and record the Monday music and chat show. So that'll be on the Monday morning, uploadradio.com. If you've not heard one of those, then feel free. You can listen again, so to speak. You just click and listen at any time. Go to uploadradio.com, click on shows, find shows at the top. then click on C and look for Chris Reardon Show. When you've clicked on that, you want Chris Reardon Show, not United Kingdom Talk, because you'll get a talk show. Click on Chris Reardon Show. They're all there, actually. I think the last, I've been on there for a few months now. Click on Monday, December the whatever it was on Monday, and you'll be able to listen to the show there. You might like it, you might not. It's a little bit like this, but with music. All right? And we always have a Barry Manilow song around about 1:15. We have a classical piece around about just after 1/2. And, of course, we have our smooch, the memorable moment at the end of the hour. That's every Monday at 10 o'clock, Upload Radio. All right. Good morning to Danny Gibbs' mum. I think that's Janet. Is it Janet? Good morning, Mrs. Gibbs. I hope you're well on this beautiful Friday cloudy morning. Well, I must go swimming in a minute. We must continue to possibly keep fit in case I have to run out of Sainsbury's while I'm nicking all their stuff. Morning to Shane Cameron. Good morning, Shane. Elaine says, enter Rear of the Year contest as long as you don't make an arse of yourself. I don't know if I'd win or not. Diane says, as a DJ, how often do you clean your mics? Don't you think this should be part of their job or the venue's job? There are so many germs on a mic. I don't use, as a karaoke, they get a wipe with that, I've got clean, what are they called? You know, those antiseptic wipe things. I've got a couple of those, and generally they get one of those before I start, but that not during, you see. Not doing, and actually it's probably pointless doing it just at the start, because by then the mics have not been used for 24 hours and anything that's on there is probably dead, any germs. It's when you go from one singer to another, you know, and there are certain singers who dribble a little bit. I have noticed. No names mentioned. There are certain singers who dribble a little bit onto the microphone. I've seen it, and really you should be doing it in between each singer. But that's a bit of an effort. Now, I did have, and I should do it again, actually. I have little wipes that were on the table. I used to have wipes on the table, but no one was using them, so I didn't bother. Perhaps I should put them back out again. So, you know, before you sing, just give it a little bit of a wipe with the antiseptic stuff, and all is well and good. So, yes, I absolutely agree with you, Diane. I remember a couple of times, actually, I've been using the microphone. Now, where was it? Oh, this was in Clapham. I was using the microphone in Clapham, and, you know, I said, hello, and suddenly the bottom of my chin, where I'd shaved, became really red and itchy. So clearly an infection had passed from the microphone to my chin, Diane. Terrible. Isn't it? Anyway, so there we are. I said Mike. Didn't I say Mike? Sorry, Mike in Newcastle. Thank you, Mike. Mike in Newcastle, that's it. Elaine says, on my radio show, I always have a Barry song, and I call it my Manilow moment of the week. I call it my Manilow magic. Manilow magic. Good morning to Lewis. Good morning, Lewis. Will you be at work tonight? Are you singing us a little Christmas song or two? Lewis's favourite song to sing is Come a Chameleon. Come a chameleon. You come and go. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it means, but it sounds wonderful anyway. Good morning. And hello to Grant. Good morning, DJ Grant. He DJs at the... One moment, please. What's it called? Oh, damn. The Duchess runs it. The Gloucester? No, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, don't show her this programme. She'd go mad if I have. She knows I can't remember what she was saying. The place that she runs. Oh, Lord. Lewis is working at Emirates tonight. Works at the Emirates Stadium. Running around after all the footballers, aren't you, my love? Is there a particular one you got your eye on at the moment, Lewis? I'm sure there is. Now, here is... Oh, hang on. That's gone. Singing in groups. Have we done the singing in groups? Good news, boys and girls. George and Dragon. Thank you, Ray. The George and Dragon. Grant DJs at the George and Dragon. Run by a wonderful, wonderful person called the Duchess, who is fantastic. Love her to bits. She's fab. And she's on exactly the same level as me. You know how you're on the same level with people? I've started... deleting people, actually, who are not on the same, the lefties. The hard lefties who can't understand what humour is. I've started getting rid of them. I have no interest in them anymore. When they go on and on and on about the left-wing views or the hard left views all the time. I always happen to have a discussion with people about people who are like blinkered and can't see anything else. You know I'm a little bit of a Tory, slightly to the right. From centre, slightly to the right. Not far right, slightly to the right. So I'm a little bit of a Tory, and I'm open to all sorts of things. That don't mean I totally and utterly agree with every single thing that Theresa May says. No. But these hard leftists, everything Jeremy says, oh, you're wonderful, Jeremy. Oh, you're wonderful. Open your minds, please. Open your minds. These are the same people that would say to you that reading the Bible, oh, no, it's all a fairy story. It's all a fairy story, as told in that book, right? The same people, the moment Jeremy Corbyn opens his mouth, oh, yes, Jeremy. Oh, give it a rest, for Christ's sake, dear. Good morning to Ross Patzelt, who says, just heard Popmaster on Radio 2 and now tuned into you. Well, that's a vast improvement in your listening, isn't it? To come to us. I mean, I could sit here and just put on one record and after another if you wanted me to. Where's the fun in that, lovey? Where's the fun in that? I finally have a new phone, a Samsung S4 Mini, and can now watch you live. Wow. Ross, Paul wants to know if I'm friends with Diane Abbott. She can come here. She's all right. I just wish she'd smile a little bit more. Has anyone seen Diane Abbott smile? For Christ's sake, woman, give us a smile and you might be liked a bit more. I'd have anyone sitting here. Jeremy Corbyn could come and sit here, have a cup of tea with me. I don't mind. Everyone is welcome. Who would I like to have sitting here more than anyone else? Her Royal Highness, the Queen. Yes, that's who I would like to have sitting here. Her Royal Highness the Queen. Maybe, what's his name? William and Harry. Because they're quite media friendly, aren't they? Do you think they've done media studies at university? What a waste of time. They're all doing that, aren't they? What are you doing at university? Media studies. What is that? What is it? Do they sit there and open a few newspapers and read them out? Is that what media studies is? Look, I'm not being funny. Look, I come in here and I sit here and I talk to you and I read stories out. I haven't done no university degrees. What a waste of time that is. Unless you want to be a doctor or a vet or like nuclear scientist, yes, go to university. But if you don't want to do a job like that, what on earth are you doing wasting time and money going to university? Get out there in the real world and get a blooming job, for Christ's sake. Dear me. Lewis says, I'm better than the Queen. You reckon? I don't think so, sunshine. Don't you say that, my love. You'll get all the royalists. They will flame you. Do you know what that means, flame you? You start getting messages and death threats on Twitter. Oh, yes, dear. You do. Laura Rickner, religion and politics, FFS. Laura. So you've got to be open to everything, haven't you, Laura? Got to be open to everything. That's what I say. I've been open for years. Right, there's another story here. How do you feel about this, gang? This is on the BBC News website. Oh, yeah. It's interesting how people perceive the BBC as well. Now, I feel they're quite a left-wing organisation now. Yet, my mate Guy, who's hard left, thinks they are totally right. In fact, he won't even watch it. He won't watch anything on the BBC because he says they're really right-wing. My very, very good friend Roy. And yet I feel they're quite left-wing. Isn't it interesting how different people perceive things in a different way? Remember, we are part of many things. I'm going to give myself an example simply because I know myself probably better than I know all of you. But I am many things. I am gay, but I am also Catholic and a little bit Tory, swinging towards the Liberals. And I like some of Labour's policies. And I understand other religions. I understand people who want to be Jewish. They're Jewish. That's good. That's cool. People who want to be Buddhists. That's good. People who want to be Muslims. That's good. Don't care. We are the subject of many things. But if you speak to the gays, hard left gays, how can you be Catholic? How can you be Catholic when they did all that and they don't allow you in the church? Well, no one's ever stopped me going into church. In church, Vivian, who sits next to me, never talk. We don't sort of talk about these things. But she's handed me this little cartoon a couple of times, which is like it's a parody. It's two blokes. This is Vivian, who's a staunch Catholic, sits next to me in church. She hands me this cartoon. She's done it 3 times now because I don't think she remembers she showed me. And it is two blokes sitting on a settee and a little boy coming up to them and the cartoon. And in the bubble caption, it says, "Dads, I need to tell you something." And they're like, "What is it, son?" "I want to come at you as a Roman Catholic." So we are the product of many, many different things, aren't we? Not just one thing, but there's always someone who's wanting to criticise what little bit you are. If you're that, how can you be that? And if you're that, how can you be that? Load of old rubbish. It's a load of old rubbish. Good morning to Mark Kempner this morning. Welcome to the show, Mark. Welcome. Bienvenue. Bonjour. Hola. We do many, many languages. I'll do one more story today. I can't believe I've been sitting here for an hour. I really want to try and do half-hour shows because this is starting to cut into my day big time now. These shows are really, they're mucking up my time. But I can't shut up. What is wrong with me? Is there a tablet to take? Right, here we go. Iconic blue British passport to return. Now, what do you think of this, gang? British passports will change from burgundy to blue after Britain leaves the EU. The Home Office has... I wonder if I've got my blue passport. Hang on a minute, let me see. I might still have that in here. I wonder, is it here? I wonder... Oh, no. Oh, no, I haven't got it. The first passport I had was, but look at this. Look at, isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? Would you like to see one of my passport photos? Hang on a minute. No, hang on. Where's the old one? That's the old one. Here's a really old one. Look, here's a really old one. Look at that nasty, tacky colour. Let's have a look. I have to cover the information, won't I? Otherwise, someone might try and steal my identity. Look at that. Look. Look how young and beautiful I am. I love you. I thought I had the blue one somewhere. I must have chucked it away at some point, but we're going to return to blue passports. Good. Immigration Minister Brandon Lewis. He sounds quite young, doesn't he? Brandon Lewis. That's a young name, isn't it, Brandon? Immigration Minister Brandon Lewis says he was delighted to return to the iconic blue and gold design, which came into use almost 100 years ago. The new passports will be made available to those renewing or applying for a passport from October 2019. Oh, hang on a minute. When does mine run until then? Just a moment. 2019. One moment, please. 2019. So when's this run out? This one here. Oh, yes. Mine's 2022. I must apply early for a new one, I think. Thank you. Can you apply early for passports? I want a blue one back. We don't want this nasty wine EU passport. That's not to say we dislike people in the EU. We love people in Europe. We don't like the EU organisation. That's what we don't like. Nothing to do with immigrants. Nothing to do with racism. We don't like the EU, so don't throw that one back. Burgundy passports have been in use for almost a paltry 30 years after the UK joined the EU. Oh, that terrible, terrible day. That terrible day. And adopted the style. Here we go. Former UKIP leader Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage. Responded to... He does a show on LBC. Have you listened to it? He's very good at comebacks. has responded to the announcement by tweeting Happy Brexmas. He added, in the 2016 referendum, we wanted our passports back. Now we've got them back. But Labour MP Mary Cree, is that how you say it? Craig Cree? Tweeted, no one under 45 will have owned a blue passport and most will think they're not worth the 50 billion and crashing the economy. Of course they're worth it. Of course they're worth it. A nice little blue passport for you soon. Are you looking forward to that? With a hardcover, I hope. We'll have the hardback edition back, please. Not the blooming paperback edition. What do you think of that, gang? Yes. Here we go. Laura, Roman Catholic, British cult, ever them, conquered by total brutality. You're badass. Oh, you know that, Laura. I'm badass. I'm a badass gay. That's what I am. Badass gay Catholic. Conservative. I love it. There we go. Right, we're going to disappear now, boys and girls. Thank you very much. We're due today's birthdays. One moment, please. Where are today's birthdays? Here we go. We got 5 birthdays this morning. Happy birthday to young Grant, who's 43 today. Happy birthday to Grant. Grant used to DJ and manage a place that I worked at in Clapham. And we used to go out a lot as well at the weekends, which was so much fun. I remember that little room shaking, don't you, Grant? Happy birthday to you, Grant. Happy birthday today to Richard J. Lee Ritchie. Hello, Rich. 52. Are you still in Croydon, dear? 52 years old today. Happy birthday, Richie. Amy Daniel, who's down on the south coast, is 30 years old today. Happy birthday, Amy. Daniel Williams, DJ Dan, is in the house, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Dan. And AJ Daniel. Hang on, are you Amy, AJ? That might be the same person. But just in case it isn't, happy birthday to AJ as well. So let us sing you a little birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Have a lovely day. Finally, Mark says, who's got a bad ass? That'd be me. A badass, Laura, badass. And I shall leave you with this thought. This morning. No matter what a person believes in or what they are or what they do, as long as they're not murdering anyone, can't you just accept them for what they are? Have a lovely Friday. Tonight, it's karaoke at Central Station Bar in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. It's our last one until Christmas. Okay? Just those of you that go to Central Station, there's a lot of people watch Central Station here, my darlings. Just to let you know, the only one that isn't on is Christmas Day. Okay? Because that's a Monday. All karaokes carry on as normal, except the one at Central Station on Christmas Day. All the rest are normal. We are open the Friday after Christmas and indeed New Year's Day as well. Karaoke will happen at Central Station on New Year's Day. That's Monday, New Year's Day. If you are just a few, I'm going to keep mentioning these at the end of every show now, just so you know. The quiz night is carrying on through January, okay? I won't be there Wednesday, but it is on next Wednesday. So that's quiz night at the King's Head Theatre Bar in Upper Street, Islington. That is every Wednesday night at 8:30, right the way through January. The karaoke at the Camden Eye is not on throughout January because they are having a complete refit of the venue. It's completely closed, okay? And that will return, looks like the first week in February. So there are all the other little bits and pieces that are happening at the moment. Thank you, Laura. That's fab. That's fab. Ross says he has a sore ass. I had a curry last night. Well, you enjoy that, mate. Rather you than me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again very soon, hopefully sometime tomorrow. Enjoy your Friday. Cheerio now.